Good afternoon. You are tuned into Ability Matters, program that covers matters to do with abilities, disabilities and everything in between. Ability Matters is one of the longest running disability-related programs in the whole wide world. Starting as Headway On Air in 2007, you can now listen to podcasts of previous Ability Matters programs on YouTube and Spotify. Just search for Ability Matters. Ability Matters is brought to you by My Home Living Care, an NDIS registered disability.
Yes, that's right. You're tuned to the greatest Illawarra community radio station, 106.9 VOX FM. Now, I'll just quickly give a quick run through of the weather for today. Tuesday, 2nd of June. Okay, so all along for Tuesday. Partly cloudy, slight chance of a shower, most likely later this afternoon, and then early this evening as well. Winds northerly 20 kilometres an hour. Winds northerly 20 to 30 kilometres an hour, turning northwesterly 15 to 20 kilometres an hour later this evening. 70% chance of rain. That's less than a millimetre, so not very much rain at all. Fair good chance it'll happen. No fire danger rating and a very low UV index. Currently we're sitting at about 18 degrees, and that's about where it's going to sit for the most of the day. But it feels like 13 degrees because of the wind chill factor and all that kind of thing. Okay, let's just jump straight back into the program. It's just me in the studio today because I think my co-host and everything like that has to have a break and that sort of thing. Everyone has to have a break, so there we go. Oh, that's right. We have a pre-recorded interview today with Brad from Reliability. But for now, we'll get right in that. That's in 3 parts. But for now, I'm going to open up today's show, beautiful show, with Eric Clapton's "Change the World" from 1996 album, Phenomenon soundtrack. Now, this track was actually written for the film Phenomenon with John Travolta. Yeah. Yes, Eric Clapton, "Change the World" from 1996. It's actually from the soundtrack for the film Phenomenon, John Travolta, that sort of thing. Let's get straight into the interview now with Brad from Reliability. Here we go. This is in 3 parts. So here we go. This is the first part.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Sean. I'm here doing an interview to fill in for Rebecca. She can't make it today, so I'm the lucky person that gets to sit in the hot chair. And I'm talking to Brad from Reliability. Hello, Brad.
Hello, how are you?
Good, mate. How's things today?
Yes, it's great, mate. Everything's been going well.
Oh, fantastic. So you're from Reliability. We did have Nathan from Reliability on a little while ago, but just tell us a little bit about what Reliability does and who they are.
Yeah, Nathan's great. So without Reliability, they're a company that works with clients more in the creative side of things. That they have certain programs that allows them to, open up to their individual and creative side of things. So, yeah, they have like an arts, a music, animation side of program of writing. It's a great place to work at.
Yeah, and it's with people with NDIS funding?
It all is, yeah, all NDIS funding with our participants.
Fantastic. And I guess, is there a general kind of a client? Like, what kind of support needs are the clients you're working with?
We have quite a wide range of clients. So there's not one individual, I guess, element or whatnot I could put my finger on. We have young to old, and we have females, males. It's a good mix. And
what do you do? What's your kind of role there at Reliability?
So my role, I'm mainly involved in the music side of the programs. So I play drums with Reliability. I also
hang on. Does that mean you've got long hair and you talk really loud? Isn't that what drummers do generally, or?
Yes, correct.
You wear a flannel, isn't it? The drummers.
Well, maybe not the flannel, but you nailed the other part.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, go on. You do the drumming. Yeah?
Yeah, and then I also work with some clients who are rappers, and I make the beats and do the music production side as well. And then I do also have a client that I do some animation works with.
Okay, are you full time there at Reliability?
Yeah, I have full time hours there. Yep.
Okay, so what's a typical day in the life of Brad at Reliability? What would you do?
It's the typical day. It's a great day. They're all good. I couldn't be happier with where I work and what I do. It's a great way, because I myself obviously like my arts and expression of arts. To be able to do that every day and actually help people as well, it's pretty tops.
All right, so just as, I guess, a typical day, what have you done today?
Yeah, so a typical day, I arrive up at the hub and with my clients. Sometimes I pick them up and we get in there. Depending on which client I have, we either start setting up the recording bay in the studio and get into recording some vocals or some of their songs, and editing. And then we also work on the structure of the songs or how to articulate certain phrases. And then
sorry to jump in there. So the lyrics and the kind of songwriting structure.
Yeah, we help them with that as well, because sometimes they have a great idea and then they get stuck on a couple of little bits, and we suggest some ideas or some phrasing.
Okay.
And just help them get it over the line. And
do you ever have to get the thesaurus out or the dictionary to dig around?
Well, occasionally it's not a bad thing to have that handy.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
is there an online sort of resource where you can go where you can get rhyming words and things like that? Or?
There are a few different options you can get to help you out with that. So obviously with the AI technology these days, you've got those sort of side, but then you've also got if you put into Google words that will rhyme with this or go with this topic, they generally can help you out too. Yeah.
Okay, so the production, the recording, the lyrics, what kind of like your clients, are they mostly singers or guitar players or other instruments? How does it work? Does the person do multi-instrument things, or do you lay down tracks from other artists as well or other clients?
Yeah, that's a good question. So personally, my clients, a lot of them are singers, or rappers. But there's also some of my colleagues. They have clients that play guitar or play the bass, and then we'll fill in for them. So I might be available, and then they'll get me to jump in and play some drums for them just to get that over the line, or vice versa. I'll ask them if they're available, and they come in sometimes and they'll help out and maybe put some bass down or a guitar, and or even sometimes we get some backing singers. They come in. So yeah, it's a good. We all work together, and it's a really good tight knit sort of family, you'd say.
Fantastic. And so, roughly how many clients would you work with a week?
I have, on the Saturdays we have a music program, and so there's maybe 7 or 8 clients on the Saturday where it's like we have a band day. So
okay,
yeah, we all get to they all have choose some songs, some originals, some covers, and we learn them, and everybody gets involved, and we all like play and sing along, and we record it. Sometimes we'll go live stream with that. So that there, like I'd say I'd have 4 of those clients, in the group session. But generally, I'd just say.
Is it sort of how long's a piece of string? It just depends on what's happening that week.
Absolutely, yeah,
okay.
Absolutely,
yeah. Yeah, okay, fantastic. I guess you're in a creative environment there, so you don't want to be kind of, everything's 9 to 5 and buttoned down. You've got to have that some creative kind of flexibility. Although I remember, I think it was Bjorn from ABBA said that he turns up to work 9 to 5 Monday to Friday and waits for inspiration to turn up. He doesn't expect it to come out of the blue. I don't know if you heard that, but they used to, take great joy in doing business hours and writing the songs, and then just sort of putting in the time to find the inspiration.
Absolutely, yeah. And you have to put in the work, and we see that with our clients. That the clients, they love what they do as well. You just see that they come back next week and they just start getting better and better, and or their projects getting more advanced. And you can see the joy on their face, and so they're obviously putting in the time. That they're putting in the time and effort, and so I like to give that back, and so does everybody else. We like to put it just as much time and effort in, just so it's a great experience, yeah.
And obviously, music is a great therapeutic kind of force, and listening to music can put you in all different kinds of mood. But over and above that, how does the music you work with your clients, how does that benefit their lives and improve the quality and capacity of their lives?
So with some of our clients, basically, with the songwriting or getting the lyrics out, they're able to express themselves or get things off their chest that maybe they have built up or would like to just air or just be able to put into words. Is also a way of them. They can, I guess you could say, not recover, but they can start to move forward and
process
mend as
the
well.
trauma or process
That's correct. Yeah. So
interesting.
it's a really good. And then sometimes just with playing the instrument, they're able to feel connected to a community and a group. So they're involved and they're not worrying about anything, but they're just enjoying themselves.
And how did you get involved with reliability?
I've been with reliability for about maybe just going over two and a half years. So it started back, they needed a drummer, and one of the workers there suggested myself, and so that's how I got involved with reliability. But I've got a son. He's just turned 9. I think just what was it, last Wednesday.
All right.
And
Happy birthday to him.
he's got some dyslexia and a few things. So I've sort of got a soft spot, and I've been involved in it for a while. So to help people out, this is a great thing.
So you did disability work before, or disability support work before working at reliability?
I did do a little bit.
Yeah, what kind of stuff?
That was just your general daily activities and helping them with life chores. So they're cooking and cleaning and getting out to the shops to do their groceries and things like that, and to pay their bills. Okay,
I think I can guess the answer to this, but what do you prefer, the kind of creative or the everyday stuff?
Well, look, as much as I would love to say just the creative stuff, which I do love, helping them out as well, it's a good feeling. So they not to sit on the fence, but they both have their satisfying moments to them.
Let's just keep going with some more cool tunes. It's currently 18 minutes past 12 p.m. I've got for you now Carole King with You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. VOX FM. Okay, but let's just I'll just bring you into part 2 of the three-part interview with Brad from Reliability.
All right, let's dig a little bit deeper. How did you become a drummer?
How did I become a drummer? Okay.
Well, how long have you been a drummer? Give us some details.
Drummer for quite a while now, probably 20 years. So it all started, I used to play guitar, and I wanted to start a band, and everybody around played guitar, and there's no drummers, so I couldn't start a band. So I was like, all right, if I want to be in a band or start a band, I guess I'm going to have to be the drummer so we can complete it. So, that's how it started.
All right, so you grew your hair long and tore your clothes up a bit so you could appear like a drummer. That was the first step.
Yeah. Freaked my parents out thinking, what are you doing?
And I don't think we mentioned it, but Reliability is based in Newcastle. Unfortunately, we don't have anything similar. There's lots of stuff similar, but nothing exactly like Reliability down here. But in Newcastle 20 years ago, what was the music scene like?
I'd like to say it's a lot different than what it is now, as in there's a lot more sort of going on, but it's also thriving now, but in a different way. COVID took a little bit of a hit, so, with getting people out there, because a lot of people obviously were staying at home, and the whole music scene and support is slowly coming back around, but it was a little dire straits there for a while.
Pun intended.
Yes, indeed.
They're a good band. So did you work as a musician? Did you ever make money out of it, or, have fun, or what kind of achievements did you have there?
Yeah, so I've been a musician because I really enjoy the creative side and performing. I always knew that I wasn't going to probably make money in it. So I guess if you wanted to make money, you join like a covers band or things like that. But I want to create my own music and express myself that way. So I've just really loved it and pursued it in that aspect, but also had a job at the same time. Okay. Yeah. That's
a really good point, actually. There's not a lot of people that get to make a sufficient amount of money, let alone a lot of money out of their original stuff.
That's correct, yeah.
I mean, a lot of the bands that you see, especially these days, are covers. I know probably a bit longer, a bit more than 20 years ago, 30 years ago or so, I was involved with a few bands down in Wollongong. I'm not very creative. I'm very good at mixing and the technical side of things. I manage bands, but we used to make enough money to, we'd do tours of Canberra or Newcastle. We went up there a couple of times, or Western Sydney or wherever, and, go and do 2 or 3 gigs every weekend, make a bit of money, but pretty much on the Sunday drive home, we were putting the last bit of money in the petrol tank. We'd had a good weekend.
It always just sort of pays just for the outing, I guess.
The experience.
Yeah.
And the 2 bands that I looked after they did originals. They didn't do any covers. But I feel like today it'd be harder to even do what we used to do, which wasn't make a lot of money, but still pay the bills a little bit. Playing originals, it seems to be very difficult. Do you tour with the clients? I know some of the clients have a band. Are you involved with that there at Reliability?
Yes, I am. Yeah, so we played a show. We're called Late Cancellation, and so yeah, we've played a show. We played actually a Italian restaurant in Cardiff, which they really enjoyed us and asked us to come back whenever we're available. We've got a great mix of diversity within the band, from country to modern to I guess pop as well.
Okay.
And yeah, so we've got a couple of different singers, so it's a really entertaining show that we can put on for the crowd. And we've got a show coming up, I believe, on the foreshore. I don't have those details. Yes, I do.
This is in Newcastle Foreshore?
Yes, just a second.
Is there an auditorium or something there, or a stage?
There is a little stage, but this one, so I'm just going to pull up the information now. On the 10th of October, there's a Foreshore Park. We have it's both for mental health and suicide prevention. We've been asked to look after the music side of things. Reliability has been asked to look after the music stage.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're going to be down there and playing a few different sets down there. So it'd be great, to get some people involved. And if there's other musicians that would like to reach out and be a part of this, if they could contact Reliability, either email or phone, but, we can...
We'll grab those details later.
Yeah.
Okay. And we broadcast to the Illawarra region. We do put a podcast out, but when was that on again, sorry?
That is on the 10th of October.
10th of October, okay.
10th to the 10th, yeah.
10th to 10th.
8:30 to 2 p.m.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone in this area that's hearing this, or in whatever area, because we do have people listening, on streaming and things as well, the contact will put the details out, the contact Reliability to get up there and have a gig and get out and play some music.
Absolutely.
It's always different doing music, I find, outside. I'm a DJ. I do a bit of weddings and things like that. And I occasionally get to a few gigs, in the outdoors, and it feels a little bit different when you're broadcasting music, with no walls, and it's just going out to everyone, and people walking past can check it out. Yeah,
there is a different atmosphere and vibe to it. So it's good to experience it all, and that's when you the people that walk past and you can sometimes reach an audience that you wouldn't maybe normally get to.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's always nice to see people sort of walk past and a bit of a puzzled look on their face, and then they start to enjoy the music and start to get in and dance and things. And
absolutely.
Yeah, I do one every year at Wollongong. We've got a lighthouse it's for World Autism Day. They light it up blue. And it's sort of a headland here, pretty iconic headland in Wollongong. There's lots of people go down to the beach, and I set up my little DJ kit and play very loud music, and you can see people a couple of 100 metres away, people on the beach looking up to see what's going on, and they start dancing and...
it's a great experience, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very different to being in a room, and you can also crank it up a lot louder, which is good.
Yeah. Don't have the problem of the bouncing back off the walls and feedbacking.
That's right, yeah. And when I do it, people are good, 40, 50 metres away, so, you need to crank a little bit for them to hear it, more than you can in a room. So, yeah, it's quite, but yeah, just also obviously got the rain and things like that to deal with, but that's all part of the fun. Really.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I guess it would be a little harder when you've got the DJ and the electricity out there for the rain.
Yes.
With my drums, the acoustic drums, that doesn't affect me.
Yes. And often it's tricky, those gigs too, because I've done a few with bands, because the drums usually outpower the guitars, so you got to turn up the amps on the guitars, and it's a little bit hard to mix, but it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, nice.
And you've always lived in Newcastle? Did you grow up there, or did you move there?
I'm actually from the Central Coast, so
okay.
I travel up. Yeah, I travel up to, and I've always lived on the Central Coast.
Oh, where do you live?
I currently live in Tascott, but
where's that?
Yeah, I have lived. It's between Gosford and Woolwich. It's sort of 5 minutes each way, either side. So I'm sort of near the freeway, the Gosford exit ramp.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Spike Milligan's got a great joke about woi woi. Have you heard it?
No.
Well, apparently woi woi means deep water, but his joke was always which woi means deep and which woi means water.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, okay. And so did you grow up around that area, the Central Coast?
I did grow up here. I have lived in Japan and and Gold Coast. Yeah.
Okay. What did you do in Japan?
So I went over and when I was in year 10 as an exchange student and did half of my year 10 over there, and then after university I moved over there for a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything to do with music?
Well, ironically, I had a Japanese host brother that came up and stayed with me, and he brought a guitar with him, and I didn't play any music at this time, and he ended up teaching me. He was really good, and so he taught me, and I got right into it. And so, yeah, I guess you could say it wasn't for the Japanese or my host brother there, who knows if I would be here now. That's
an interesting origin story.
Yeah.
Just, I was over in Japan earlier this year. Where did you live in Japan?
Where I lived in Kobe, so near Osaka.
Yeah. Okay, yes, down south of Tokyo.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice little bullet train ride away.
Yeah, when I was in year 10 was 1996 when they had that big earthquake.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 95, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
That big earthquake in Kobe.
And how was that? That would have been pretty terrifying.
I was actually in that stage. That's when I lived. The first time I lived in Tokyo.
Okay.
So it was quite severe.
Yeah, they have quite big earthquakes. That's quite interesting. Where was I? I think it was in Tokyo, and it was one of the sort of underground train stations. And there was all these signs occasionally saying you are now 15 metres above sea level. You're now 18 metres above sea level, and it was like. Obviously, they've when these tidal waves and tsunamis come in, you got to get to a certain height, and it's telling you how high it is. And I think, God, if there's signs everywhere, then it's a pretty common thing to happen. Like someone's got to prepare for it to happen at any time.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it, when you go to a different country and you see some of those sort of things? It's a bit of an eye opener.
Yeah. Thankfully, there was no earthquakes when I was over there, but. Seeing the signs and everything, I was kind of waiting for one to happen.
I was been in one earthquake, and it's quite surreal. Like I was sitting there, and you're not sure if you're shaking or you know what's happening.
Yeah,
and then I saw some sort of paint sort of falling down off the roof. I was like, "What's going on here?" And then after, it was a funny feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that most people say they don't especially people, I guess, that don't grow up there and haven't. But the first one is like, what's going on? Is it me? Is it the ground? Is it?
Yeah. That's right.
The cup rolls off the table and the thing falls over and you realise what's going on.
Yeah, that's it. Then the panic sets in.
Yeah.
Excellent information there. However, a lot of it was going too quick for me to actually get down with it. But all this information is pre-recorded or backed up here at VOX FM online, that sort of thing. But what I found most interesting, I love the name of his band, Late Cancellation. Awesome. Anyway, let's just keep on going right through to it. Well, the next thing I got in line, next song I got in line is by Glenn Frey from the Eagles, or previously from the Eagles. The song name is Smuggler's Blues from the 1984 album, The All-Nighter. And that last song I just played for you then was Lou Rawls with You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine from the 1976 album All Things in Time. Lovely little tune there. Now let's get straight back into the interview between Sean and Brad from Reliability Newcastle. Been good information so far, so yeah, lovely stuff.
So you've got one child?
I have three.
Three, oh, okay. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
So I'm 46.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And you got a couple of kids. How old are the kids?
Yeah, so my eldest daughter, she's actually 16 on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's two right next to each other. And then my middle daughter, she's 8 in July. And
okay.
She's turning 11.
That's pretty close, within a couple of months of each other. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And do they ever come to gigs, or are they into music? Are they carrying on the next generation?
Yes, so I actually have this. When I play shows with my band, we have a mascot like a panda.
Oh yeah.
And my daughter wanted to come to a show, so I said, "Oh, okay, you have to wear this panda suit." So I dressed her up in the panda suit. I said, "Just don't speak to anybody, and you'll be right." And so there's a few photos of that show, and she's out there dancing, and she loves it. That she can look back and like that was her in the suit dancing away, and there's some video of her. So yeah, it was great. And was kind of like our little secret at the time. So it was a fun little thing. But yeah, she plays guitar now, acoustic guitar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my little boy, he's got really good rhythm. So they all have sort of come together, tried to do some things. That ironically, my little boy's the one who takes charge, and he's telling them that the timing's not good or this and that. It's
band
pretty
leader.
funny. Yeah. You
have to start a family band.
Yeah. Start like the Jacksons.
Or the DeBarge family. There's a few families that are good in the music. What's the name of the band? Like you've got a band outside of Reliability, it sounds like. What's the name?
Yeah, I do. My band's called Zipperclone. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is I guess in relation to it, it's about taking off like your mask and being your true self.
Okay.
Yeah, so unzipping the suit or the mask you're wearing or the and just be yourself.
Unleashing the inner you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's what makes everyone, I guess, unique is who they are, and you don't want to mask that. You want to embrace it.
And try and so many people try and hide that for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess that's kind of what you're doing at Reliability as well, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
People have built up these defences over the years for whatever reason, and that becomes sometimes often a problem with clients because they're, not forgotten who they are, but they're so used to the mask that the true person who they are disappears.
Absolutely,
so,
yeah. And like so when you see them sort of let that barrier down, it's a really satisfying moment. Like it's really nice.
Yeah, and then they get confidence, obviously, because they're in a great environment there, and that becomes generative, and then you kind of unleash a bit of a beast, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a very supportive place to work at, and it's really good to see when they first come in and they're really, I guess, like nervous as expected, and then they understand that we're here for them and we're with them. So it's like it's not clinical up there. It's more like a family type of thing. It's a really nice place to be. So they feel comfortable, and then you see them open them up, and then within a short amount of time, they're being themselves, and they're quite funny. Funny.
Fantastic. So not only are you kind of following your love for music, but you're also, really benefiting people and giving them a lot more. What's the word? Life, I guess.
Yeah, but they also give it back to us because we get to experience all this as well. So, not only are we helping them, they're helping us, and it's a great thing. Yeah.
And I've been in working disabilities for just over 30 years, and I did computer programming, information technology at uni, and then volunteered at a disability organisation, and where's this been all my life? Like, you can get paid to do this. They offered me a job, and I was like, okay, let's do this. It is very rewarding.
They're like dream jobs, aren't they?
Yeah. And people, I'll talk to a party or something, and people say you're very special. I go, well, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I guess you talk to my wife and kids, probably I'm not that special. But I'm good at it, and I enjoy it, and I like the joy that it brings.
Yeah. This is like you say, that this is the first job that I've had that I actually enjoy looking to go and being at. Like I've had my own business, and I've worked for other companies in like hotel industry, in 5-star hotels or construction. They're fun and all, but you're still like, this is work. But it's not like work here. It's like it's like, I don't know what word to put on it, but it's terrific. Yeah.
You're sort of clock watching, but you're doing it for the opposite. Most jobs you're looking at when that 5 o'clock bell goes, so you can come. This one's like, it's 5 o'clock. I can't stay longer. Like it's the opposite.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm happy to go in like early and stay back and all that sort of thing. Where normally you want to get out of there as fast as possible.
Yeah. No, they say if you do something you like, you never work a day in your life, and I guess that's the truth with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I second that.
And I guess final question. You got a magic wand, you're Harry Potter, and how are you going to improve, I guess, music or your clients' lives, or if this magic wand, what would you do to make things better in the sort of terms of reliability and the things you do? What gaps are there? What things can be done to make people's lives better?
I guess from my client's point of view, you could sort of simplify the system a little bit and make it a bit easier for them to understand what is available to them and what they can do with it. So that and some consistency as sometimes with their funding and other people, it's all can be up
Very
and down.
complex system, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure this is not a simple thing that you can do, but with my Harry Potter wand, I'm sure I could get it done. Yeah, and for there's not much more I'd want to change on the side of reliability. Because what they're doing there is absolutely fantastic. There's no one like them out there.
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
Yeah, I've spoken to people up there. Nathan, one of the clients turned marketing guys up there, and Michael, the founder. It's a pretty special place, and there's places down here that kind of do the same thing, but not with the heart.
No.
And I don't think you guys set out to do it, but it's so client centric. It's so centered around the clients.
Absolutely.
Like, it starts out with the client in mind. It's a fantastic way of doing a service.
That's right. Because these clients, they have some great ideas and just don't have the know-how or the resources or to get that next step. And so we're very task-based driven with them. So they come in with a project they want to develop or create or finish, and so we'll get that done for them, and then they actually, which something that could have been an unfinished product. We all have little concepts and ideas and bits we'd love to do, but just can't find the right people or whatnot to help us out. And so they come in and they're over the moon that they found us and they've got us. Yeah, so.
And just I can see, talking to a couple of clients, the personal growth from that. So there's obviously the content, the things you're doing, but I think the way you guys do it, and talking to you and Michael, and you guys are a pretty amazing group, and Michael's done a really good job to get the right people in. I think you guys are definitely. I've always said to Michael, if you guys want to expand, let me know. I'll get you guys down here in Wollongong. But it's also hard to do that sort of stuff. You can't grow it too much. It's very important to staff and the culture of the organisation. It's not something that's easily, to replicate or to grow.
No, no, as much as you might know the concept, but it's more than that. It's So like you're saying, it's all about the staff and the culture, and that's what makes it so unique and special.
So how do people, if someone is in Newcastle or know someone in Newcastle, how can they get connected with Reliability?
We've also got a website which is rely-ability.com.au.
Okay, fantastic. And of course, if they do want to find out, they can Google it. And there's a phone number there too. I can see 0432 044410.
Yeah, and if they're in the area, it's 197 Maitland Road, Tighes Hill.
How do you spell Tighes Hill?
So Tighes.
Fantastic.
Hill.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, Brad. I really appreciate it, mate, and keep on doing the awesome stuff you're doing.
No, thank you. Thank you guys for the support. Well, we really appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, wealth of information there. And I've just got down all those contact details, and I'll repeat them right now. If you've got a pen and paper handy for anyone in the New South Wales area willing to listen, or anyone who wants to get in contact. Yeah, the website, once again, was rely-ability.com.au. Plain and simple. Phone number 0432 044 410. He said 444, but yeah. And the address again, once more, 197 Maitland Road, Tighes Hill, New South Wales. Postcode 2297. I don't know the postcode is important, but I said it anyway. Okay. And of course, they're open standing hours. I believe it's 9 to 5. So there you go. And I don't know about public holidays. I don't think they're open public holidays. Who is these days, huh? Doesn't matter. Don't worry.